And now we'll do the last bit of it, which is the predictions for this weekend's games. Um,
Oh yeah, I better get those up.
I know off the top of my head the most of the I think I know all the games on Saturday, so I can go with that. The early kickoff on Saturday is at Molineux. Wolves host Tottenham. Uh,
Yeah.
Two sides are a bit hard to predict given their current situation right now. So Tottenham off the back of that 4-1 defeat to Chelsea, where they've got players injured and suspended, and I don't want to die again. But I'm dead
Oh
again.
shit! I don't even have a gun.
I did, but it wasn't enough. Yeah, so Tottenham got a lot of players out, so it's going to be a big test for them, I think, this game. Wolves have been very unpredictable this season, lost to Sheffield United, beat Man City. So, real honestly, this game would not surprise me either way in the way it goes. I'm actually gonna, if I'm gonna give my score prediction now, I'm gonna go for a 1-1 draw. I can't decide
Wow.
which way it
Okay.
goes. I can't decide which way it goes, so I'm gonna sit on the fence. I just think Tottenham are gonna be severely weakened by the players that they won't have available.
Yeah, that is something to take in consideration. Wolves not playing well, but then you got Spurs who lost, but they've got injuries and suspensions for this game. This is probably the hardest match to predict, considering so much that's happened between
Yeah.
these two teams in the past week. Um, yeah, I mean, I can't argue with you saying it's a draw. I'm probably gonna edge it to Tottenham though. I'd probably say 2-0. For
Okay.
me, Wolves are pretty inconsistent, but when they play badly. So I feel like it's going to be a weekend where they play badly, but
Okay.
Spurs will do just enough to win. So
Um, so that's the first game. The second game, first of 3 p.m. kickoffs. This one is a lot easier to predict, I get the sense. It's Arsenal versus Burnley at the
yes,
Emirates. I guess this isn't really who do you think's going to win. This is how much do you think they're going to win by. I'm assuming you're going with an Arsenal win.
uh, well, it'd be a shock result, wouldn't it, if it's any other than an Arsenal win? So
Hmm.
yeah, I'd probably say an Arsenal win. But Burnley, I'm sure they're going to try everything to get anything out of the game. Um, they'll try and win it, I'm sure. I just don't think I think Arsenal are too strong for them. So I'd probably say 4-0 to
Yeah,
Arsenal.
the
Sorry,
nil.
Burnley fans.
Yeah, so the nil bit I was pretty sure about. I mean, they've only scored 8 goals all season. You said earlier, and I mean
Hmm.
Arsenal aren't the friendliest of opponents, so I don't see them scoring. I'm gonna be,
If they were to score, it'd probably just be the one,
yeah, I'm gonna be a
if
tad.
any.
I'm gonna be a tad nicer than you and say 3-0, but even then, that's still pretty comfortable.
Hmm.
um,
Yeah.
the next one is it's quite a mid-table clash. This one, I think, it's Crystal Palace versus Everton. Again, I think this is this is a tough one to call.
Mm.
Everton have been better, quite decent recently. Palace have maybe struggled a little bit more, but Palace have got home advantage. Who would you go for?
Uh,
I don't
um,
anticipate it being a thrilling game. I'll say that.
yes. There's a guy that's trying to snipe me. I don't know where he is. I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah, I mean the circle's moving in anyway, so you're better off.
Yeah, indeed. I've got a cord.
I'll.
Yeah, Crystal Palace Everton. I mean, Everton, who have been on a good run lately, Crystal Palace doing a decent job. It's going to be a tough game. I'd probably say I'm going to go with 1-1.
Okay. I'm gonna. Oh, I'm not gonna sit on the fence here. Actually, weirdly, I'm gonna go 1-0 to Everton.
Yeah, it's
Continue their
a close
decent.
game between them two.
I'm not. I'm not looking forward to predicting his next game. It's never thought I'd say this is a Premier League game. It's Manchester United versus Luton Town. I also don't think I'd
Oh
ever be in a.
dear.
I also don't think I'd ever be in a position where I'm having to think about who is going to win this one. But I am doing. Um. Oh, Man United have home advantage, which is just making me sway towards Man United. I mean, it really would be the lowest point for United if they didn't win this game. No disrespect to Luton, but even a below par Man United should have enough. They don't win any game convincingly, Man United, so I don't think they're going to comfortably win. I'm going to go 2-1 Man United.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough call. I think the fact that it's going to be at Old Trafford is probably going to help Man United.
Uh,
Um,
God help me, we have to play them at Kenilworth Road.
I think Luton is due a defeat, and I think it will probably happen here. Uh, I'd probably say 2-0 Man United.
2-0. Wow, you're more confident than I am.
Yeah,
I give Luton a
confident they're going to
goal.
get a clean sheet. So.
Oh,
Uh,
I
they did get one against Fulham, so
don't know if I said more about Fulham's lack of goal scoring than anything else. But yeah. Now the late kickoff on Saturday, and I didn't know this because it got advertised again during the match I was watching earlier between Blackburn and Preston. Bournemouth versus Newcastle at
yes,
at Bournemouth's ground. I don't know the name of Bournemouth's ground. That's just why I've called it Bournemouth's ground.
Bournemouth's ground.
It's not. I'm sure it's not called that. But
Mm,
what are your thoughts on Newcastle will be favourites? Do you see it
massive
going
favourites, I think.
that way? I mean, Bournemouth,
Yes.
Newcastle unbeaten in 8. Bournemouth have only won one game all season. Although that
Hmm.
was at home, but it was against Burnley.
Yeah, this probably will be a high scoring, probably the most goals in this game in the weekend. I think this will be a high scoring game. I'll probably say 5-0 to Newcastle.
Ooh, oh,
Sorry, Bournemouth.
ouch.
Yeah, just by looking at their result against Man City, it's just. I hope they turn it around, but I just can't see it anytime soon.
I thought I was going to be the harsher of the two of us, but it turns out I'm being the nicer of the two. Um, I am going for it to finish Bournemouth 1 at Newcastle 4.
Yeah,
4-1. So I'm being slightly
yeah,
nicer, but
possibly.
it's still a big defeat, and
Big
you
defeat.
you do wonder how much more time has this manager got.
Yeah, yeah.
You're
I'd be
going to the
surprised
island.
if there's going to the island. Yes, I'm sure there'll be a few changes around Christmas, and yeah, a new Bournemouth manager wouldn't be a surprise.
So yeah, that's the Saturday games all predicted. I will quickly look at what the Sunday games are. Uh, Scores. That was a very exaggerated noise I made. So there's 4 games kicking off at 2 o'clock. I was going alphabetical order. First one, Aston Villa, looking to bounce back from that defeat against Forest. I had to mention that one more time for you.
Of course.
Up against a very goal-shy Fulham at Villa
Mm.
Park. I just see that going.
I think Fulham will have a tough time. Aston Villa, I think, will go back to the winning ways, especially at home. They've got a good record at home. Yeah, they'll be disappointed that they lost against Forest, so they're going to want to go back to winning ways, and I think they will. Uh, how many goals? I'll probably say. I'm going to say 3-0 to Aston Villa. I think they're going to have a good weekend.
I'm actually first time we're gonna have the same prediction. I'm also gonna go 3-0 Aston Villa. I, and I worry for Fulham, to be honest. I put them 16th. I said they should be okay, but if they don't start scoring more goals, they could easily get pulled into this relegation battle. I don't know if they have to play any of the teams below them soon, but if they do, they really
Yeah.
need to. They really need to get 3 points. Try to work out where you're shooting.
Yeah, I'm trying to snipe someone, but I keep missing my shots. I got this guy.
I've
Yeah,
just
he's
knocked
down.
someone. I knocked him.
Yeah, that was the guy I shot.
Nice.
Yeah, he's been knocked. See if anyone will come for him.
The next one is Brighton versus Sheffield United. Now, on paper, you would bank on it being a comfortable home victory, but Sheffield United are coming onto this in the back of their first win of the season. And Brighton, as we found out and actually didn't realise, haven't won in 5 in the league.
Oh dear.
So, is there a chance for Sheffield United in this one, do you think?
Well, yeah. I mean, they're gonna have a lot of confidence going into the game. I feel like Brighton will just have enough. I think Wolves were playing really badly. No offense to Sheffield United. I'd probably have to say it will probably be 2-1 to Brighton.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Brighton.
Yeah.
Like you, I think they'll push them, but I just think Brighton will have too much, and I can't
Yeah,
see.
I think Brighton will be too strong.
I can't see Sheffield United really having enough to stop Brighton, especially when Brighton go forward.
For sure.
Um, Liverpool versus Brentford at
Interesting one.
Anfield. Yeah, Brentford are not no pushovers, particularly looking at recent form. But Liverpool at Anfield
Yeah.
usually are very strong, and obviously they'll want to put right that because they'll definitely see it as 2 points dropped against Luton, even though they got a late equaliser.
Yeah. Um, Brentford on a good run lately. I still think they've got some weaknesses there though. Um, West Ham managed to score 2 past them, but obviously still lost. Uh, I just think Liverpool will score more goals than Brentford will. So my prediction would probably be 3-1 to Liverpool.
I'm gonna go for it being a bit more squeaky bum than that. I like you. I think there's gonna be goals in this. I'm gonna go 3-2.
Yeah, it could end up like that.
But I do think Liverpool still get the 3 points. Now we said that Wolves against Tottenham, one of the hardest games of the weekend to predict. I think this next one is up there as well. West Ham against Nottingham Forest. They're literally next to each other in the table as well. But
Yeah, toughy.
West Ham have home advantage. Typically, Forest are a weaker team away from home. Is home advantage going to be key in this game?
For Forest, for sure. That will certainly help.
It's at West Ham, I should say.
Is that West Ham?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be. Although I feel like Forest have improved in their away performances. So it will be a close game. Forest will struggle to score, so it's just a case of can West Ham get past the defence. I'm feeling a 0-0 game in this one. Obviously, I want Forest to win, but try not to be biased here. I'm leaning more towards a draw.
Hmm.
Yes.
I'm torn between 1-0 West Ham and 1-1. I don't think it's going to be a big goal scoring match. I don't think there's going to be a lot in it.
No.
I was looking at Forest's team news. There's nothing about one knee being injured. Apparently, Chris Wood might be available. Do you know what? I'm going to say one.
We've got a good team display, so it's although we're lacking in the striker department, we can still score goals at times.
I'm going to go 1-1 and Chris Wood to get like an equaliser in the last 10 minutes.
Oh, don't say that.
I mean, he did save your ass against Luton.
I mean, he didn't. Well, it wasn't like that before the game finished. It looked like he was going to win it for us. But yeah,
Shit,
Chris Wood might actually be a good signing after all. Who knows?
It's not worth 25 million, but
No, I don't think it's worth 25.
at least
no.
it's good to have a half decent backup striker, especially when you've got an injury prone main striker. But yeah, I mean,
I think it would be worse if we didn't have him for sure.
I don't think a draw away at West Ham would. I think that'd be a pretty good result for Forest. To be fair, I don't think they'd be too unhappy with that.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, so I've gone 1-1. You've said 0-0, haven't you?
Yes.
I mean, if you're planning to watch that game, I hope it's not that scoreline for your sake.
No, well, because I'm watching it, that's probably what the scoreline will be.
And the final game of the weekend. Oh god, you trying to snipe someone?
Yeah.
Oh,
We've
nice.
got him. It's a crown down there.
Oh, 3 squads left as well.
I'm going for it. I'm going to be a crowd whore.
Go for it. Oh.
There's a turret.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
Picked up a bloody purple shotgun. There were a gold one right next to me. Final game of the week. Oh yeah. Final game of the weekend is Chelsea versus Manchester City at Stamford Bridge.
Yes.
I mean, this is going to be a real test to see how much Chelsea have improved. I think obviously the Tottenham game was one of those freak games where a lot of out of the ordinary things happened, and that helped Chelsea to victory. I don't think they're going to have that same luxury against Manchester City.
No. Yeah, I don't think Chelsea beating Spurs was reflective of the result. I think it was more the case of Spurs not playing particularly well. Man City will be on it, I'm sure. Oh god.
Oh god, you found someone. And you killed him. You might get a crowd on your pillow. There's like one more person.
Oh my god, no pressure.
All the pressure.
All the pressure. Yeah, if I had to predict, I'd probably say 2-0 Manchester City. So
That's
it's
pretty.
a respectable result, I'd say,
I'd say that's
considering where
pretty.
Chelsea are at the minute.
That's pretty much what I was thinking, if I'm honest. So yeah, 2-0. City. I don't think that'll be a bad result for Chelsea. I know it's a defeat. Obviously, defeat's always a bad result, but given where I think if they'd played them at the start of the season, I think it would have been a lot worse for them.
Hmm.
So I think Chelsea are heading in the right direction. I mean, when you spend £1 billion, your buddy should be. But but yeah, I think City will be too strong.
Yes.
Haaland to get another goal in this shit season he's having.
Very shit. I honestly don't know how I didn't win the Ballon d'Or, but you know.
Where is this lost person?
I don't have a clue.
I'm gonna go for a wander. I haven't got a crown to lose, so.
Well, hit them wherever they are.
Uh-huh. There's so many places you can be. We're gonna have to get ready to move in that direction.
Yes.
Oh, great, it's up a bloody hill. Oh! You found them, or are you just shooting to...
Someone was firing.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm just gonna wait here until the storm starts moving so I can move with it. God, this is nervy. Oh! Heard something there, but... Oh, shit.
Comment. Come.
Ah! You've got a crown on your pillow!
Oh my god, it's a miracle.
And that's a good way to end our Premier League predictions. I'll probably see you again on YouTube in another couple of years.
Yes, see you in 2026.
Yeah. Until then, bye.
Bye.